Hello lovelies, welcome to Narc Free Formula. My name's Freedom. Thank you for joining me today. Today's episode is about whether or not the narcissist is still obsessed with you. But before I start the video, can I just quickly remind you, if you like my videos, to like them, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any upcoming episodes, and if you've got anything to say, leave it in the comments. And also, just quickly, all comments will be entered into the draw. The first prize is a free Narc free challenge, which is valued at $99. All right, lovelies, let's get down to it. So, narcissist and obsession. So when you're in the situationship with them, you probably felt like they were obsessed with you. They probably said that they were obsessed, and they probably acted as though they were. So when I say, said they're obsessed, they would have said things like, it's you and me against the world. There's never been a love like ours before. I will die without you. I live for you. You are my soulmate. We are like Romeo and Juliet. That kind of thing, right? And at the time it was probably pretty believable. So now that he's sauntered off in the distance with someone else, you're probably thinking, well, does he still feel that way about me? And the thing is, at times they will continue their kind of obsessed behavior. So they will send Basquillian text messages. They will call, they will try and speak to you, they want to hear your voice, they still want to talk to you. I mean, all of that is kind of signs that they're still obsessed, still thinking about you, still want to be around you, be near you, make things work with you. Right, that's the way it looks. But in reality, something very different is going on here. You have to remember, this is the false construct. This is a character that they created, and they love this character because this character gets them the chicks, gets them women. Believe me, it is true. Women love a man who loves a woman so much that he'll die without her. Women go gaga over that stuff, and they know it. The thing is, they watch movies. This is where they learn half of their little, characters, literally from movies, from TV characters. So they learn how to look obsessed, how to look like they are totally into you. They're so in love, so smitten, they die for you, right? That's a look. But the thing is, just like any good actor, like they're kind of like method actors. When they're in it, they feel it. They actually make themselves feel it, right? And that makes the performance so believable. But, darlings, trust me when I say, not only do they do the performance for you, they're doing the performance for the new one too. Just like they did it for the woman who came before you, the woman who's coming after the new supply. I mean, this is just what they do. But the problem is, because we can't fathom that a normal human being would actually fake feeling that, right? Because that sets off our cognitive dissonance and we feel so confused. We think, no, it must be real. He must feel this way about me because he said it, because he acted it. I mean, narcs do and say a lot of things, right? And as I said, at the time, sure, he might have even felt it momentarily, just like he loves his new car, or his boat, or his golf clubs, or his pedigree dog, or whatever it is that he's, obsessing and loving on at that particular point in time. He loves the way other people look at him when he's being that character. He loves the fact that other women look and go, oh, I wish my husband was like that. I mean, they get fuel from it. They're getting a lot of fuel from being that way. And the beauty is the new supply is literally working herself silly, trying to live up to the legend of you, because she's heard all about you. She probably hears your name more than she hears her own. So she's heard all about you, about the type of person that you are, about how, you broke his heart, and about, how much he loved you. And so she's thinking, if I act and give him everything he wants, maybe one day he'll love me the way he loves her. So, it's like win-win for the narcissist. Win-win in the sense that, maybe you'll believe it too. Maybe you'll pick up the phone and call him back. Maybe, you'll start something so he can triangulate you and the new supply. That'd be fun. That's always a fun game, the narc triangulation. This is something, look, I'm going to tell you, I've said this story before, but, a lot of you haven't watched my old videos, so I'm going to say it again. So here, this is the perfect example of what I'm talking about with these blokes. So my ex was with his new supply for, I don't know, at least 12 months, and out of the blue decides to send me some love songs. One of them was Kalichi's Drug of Choice. I'm going to link the song down here. You can read the words and laugh. Right? Anyhow, so at the time, I was like, wow, that's really deep. And then I just, woke myself up and snapped myself out of it. Because, it's easy to send someone else's songs. It's easy to use someone else's words. It takes 2 seconds. The person that wrote the song spent a long time crafting that song. It meant something to the person that wrote it. But narcissists will use that, send it, so he sends it to me thinking that it's going to make me fall back in love or realize how special I am to him, realize that, what we have was really real, some crap. Anyhow, that's not how I responded, because I always have a delay with my responses. I never automatically reply. I will leave weeks in between replies. And he was lucky that I even did reply, to be honest. But I didn't reply the way he wanted. I didn't get all gushy. I didn't fall back in love with him. I didn't allow him to manipulate me or headfuck me. In actual fact, I just sent him a song back, and it was a kind of a, don't even bother song. Anyhow, so then he forgets about the song for a while. And then later on down the track, when he and the ex, I don't even know, sorry, and the new supply are carrying on about something. I can't remember how it all happened, but long story short, I said to him in a text message, do not be sending me love songs. Do not be trying to text me, talk to me, contact me, whatever. And he goes, oh, what love song, right? So, of course, the denial, that's a great one. But then when I actually said the song, and gave the proof, because that was the next thing, he pretended that, that didn't actually happen. So when I sent the proof of him sending it to me, do you know what he said? He said, I can't say her name, hang on. He said that was for the new supply. So he sent me a song saying this is for you, but it was actually about the new supply. How clever is that? So that is just so funny. I love it. They're so manipulative, and in his mind, maybe that's what he imagined, imagined it to be. So he changed the story. When he sent it, he obviously was trying to hoover me and was hoping that song was going to work. But when it didn't work and I threw it back in his face, then he thought, whoa, I'll use it to hurt her. Right? Say that it's about the new supply. Even though I just sent it to her saying this is for you. They're not real bright. But what I'm trying to say is essentially we are interchangeable for them, right? They just need someone to play out the character, right? That's all they need. They just need someone to be their little woman, to be their long-suffering wife, to be their pining lover. Whatever it is that they are looking for. It doesn't matter if it's you, her, as long as someone plays the role. We are interchangeable. We are disposable. We are replaceable. If you don't act out the role the way you're supposed to, right, they'll just get someone else to do it. So when they're acting all obsessed, when you're thinking, and the thing is, I just gotta say this because I see a lot of women who get actually caught in these relationships because they think, you know, oh yeah, he's a bastard, or yeah, he's a dickhead, you know, and yeah, he's violent and he's abusive, but he really loves me. Like, he really loves me like no one else has ever loved me. Right? And I see women staying in these relationships under that guise of, you know, that he really loves me. And it's so sad and it's so tragic because not only does he not really love them, right? They are so replaceable. And one day they're going to find out the hard way. One day when they're not pumping fuel the way they're supposed to and someone else comes wandering in, all dazed and confused, looking like a narc snack, you know, they're going to learn the hard way. We are all replaceable to them. You know, the only obsession that they're experiencing is, you know, it's like they get high. It's literally like they get high. So when they meet the new supply, they get high on that. Okay, and when they're playing this obsessed character, they're getting high from that role. You know, they're enjoying seeing themselves like that. You know, they're imagining beating their chest and, oh, Stella, from Streetcar Named Desire. And they've probably seen movies like that. Like I said, that's what they're envisioning. Themselves as Marlon Brando beating their chest, calling out in desperation. Yeah, it's not real, darlings. It's all a facade. You have to remember. Highly manipulative facade. Okay? All right, lovelies, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe and all the rest of it. And I just realized I need to name a winner for this week's Narc Free Challenge. I totally forgot all about it. I'll send it out in a post. I'll do it that way. That's probably the best way. All right, lovelies, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you not tomorrow, but after. Bye.